I'm Leah Richards, and this is basically going to be a video covering how I wrote and what is the meaning behind my piece, Vivian song. So we open up with a one-note melody in the right hand. And that eventually becomes a two-note melody, which is basically me showing Vivian has come into my life. So that goes like this. This first part is pretty simple, but it's like that on purpose to show how it was for us at that time. This second part is just kind of a continuation of the first part, but it's just building upon the same chord progression. In this song, I like to go a lot of times show two kind of accompanying melodies, kind of like a fugue. So we have the lower note, and then high, and you'll see that come up a lot more later out in the song, but let's go into the next part. My first date was ice skating, so I wanted to show the flowiness and kind of the liquid motion of ice skating by putting these big arpeggios in the right hand. And also in the left hand. And I took a lot of inspiration from Liszt Un Sospiro, where the main melody switches between the left and the right hands like this. This is just it's going off that same first theme, but we're just having some more fun with it. I'm gonna keep from now on ramping it up, getting more and more maybe love struck and intense until we get to in this part. I'm taking the theme from the previous part, which was and I'm moving it to a more dramatic and exciting, which is and just get more and more dramatic up until we come towards the end, where I'm gonna FaceTiming, not sure of how it's all going down. There's a little bit of dissonance in there, and I wanted to show that we're together, but also kind of apart at the same time. So I have two melodies going on the right hand, and you notice that's me and Vivian going in and out in our relationship, being a little bit unsure of ourselves until we kind of start to figure things out when I bring back the melody, but a little bit more intensely. I bring back the previous melody, which was when me and Vivian were kind of first learning about each other, and now we're first learning how are we going to deal with this online situation. and I'm ending it off with a hint that something's changing. This part. It's different. It's different than what I wanted before, and that's because we're finally coming up on the next and most triumphant part of the whole piece, which is whoa! So that was Vivian coming back home and us finally being reunited in the end. This part, when I was writing, I'll put a little clip in right here. Up chromatic shift from C to D. I'm gonna do arpeggios in the left hand up to there. I'm just gonna go like kind of ham in the second half, but not too ham. Like I'm gonna rein it in a little bit. As you can see, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just kind of going with the flow. Because when I was writing that part, that was actually the part of the relationship I was in. So that was really from the soul. And Vivian finally came back, and I went to the next part and wrote Summer again. So I'm taking it down the register, and I'm starting with a really strong bass notes and big boomy chords in the left hand. So we have, and again I'm bringing more of that dissonance. I'm just trying to bring together everything that I've learned through writing this and all the different emotions that I've written in this piece, and bring it all together to finally end out with an ending that is open